Welcome to the channel. My name is Douglas, and in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through live mode on the Nord Piano 6. So let's jump right over to the keyboard and check out this feature. So to the left of our menu, we have this button that allows us to toggle between program mode and live mode. Now the difference between these two is when we're in program mode, let's say I'm playing the white grand. I switch to another program, we have seamless transitions. Switch to another one. And if I make a change, let's say I change some effects on here. I go back to that felt upright. And then come back to that sound we changed the effect on. Notice the change is gone. So when we make a change, like an effect or any change, we get this little E next to our program number, letting us know that we've edited this program and those edits are not saved. If we turned the keyboard off, turned it back on, or just move away and come back, it's going to reload the program. It's always going to reload the program to the saved instance of that. This can be a good thing if, let's say, you use the Nord Piano 6 at church and you want to have some sounds that every time you call them up, you know, I'm getting a white grand. And then if someone else comes in, they make some tweaks, you turn the keyboard off, back on again, you're back to that saved instance of the program. Now the way this differs from live mode is when we're in live mode, let's say on live mode 1, I have the white grand, live mode 2, I have the felt upright. So let's just switch between those. Now let's say I make a change. I come in here and I add a phaser to this felt upright. I come back to the white grand. Now if I come back, notice that phaser is still there. So with live mode, each live mode program instantly saves every change you make. So you don't have to store, there's no E, and the way you leave it is exactly the way you're gonna come back to it. Now, let's say we go in and change this to chorus. We add a little equalizer to this. Maybe a little delay. And then let's move on, EP9 Stockholm. Come back. Exactly the way we left it with those effects. I'm gonna turn those off because a felt upright just sounds beautiful by itself. So as you can see, the difference between live mode and live programs and program mode and regular programs is that live mode programs they don't need to be stored. They automatically save. Basically, you have 6 program slots that can be this working board for you to build and design sounds with. You could use this in a live context. So for example, I'm playing the white grand. I change that to a soft timbre. I move away, go to this felt upright. Let's say the next song, I'm gonna come back to that white grand, and I wanna start off in soft timbre. Switch into regular. So as I make changes and I leave, I come back exactly the way I left it. I can tweak from there. So it has some benefits. It's a bit of a personal preference on whether you'd want to use live mode for actual live use. But what it's meant more for is live in the sense that all changes you make are stored to those live programs. If I were to turn the keyboard off, back on again, they're all saved right for me. Now, as we're using this, more recently, I've started to use live mode as a bit of my whiteboard where I'll design sounds. When I'm happy with them, I'll back those up into the program memory. So let's look at how to do that. Let's say we have this white grand. We'll turn all those effects on. This funky little like circus piano. So let's say we want to store that into our program memory to back it up. So if we make some other changes, we don't mess up the sound that we have right now. We can tap on store, and you'll notice it says store to live to. So if I wanted to store this to one of my other live slots, I could tap on those slots, and then I could tap store again, and it would basically make a copy of this and overwrite whatever was in any of those slots that I picked. But rather, I'm gonna tap on the live mode button, and now it says store live to A11 white grand. So I'd move through, I'd pick an empty bank somewhere back in here, and when I'm happy with where I want to store that to, I can tap on store and it'll store that live mode slot into one of the program slots to back it up so that anytime I make changes in the live mode, I can always reload the one that I saved and backed up to my program memory. Now we can always rename this by holding Shift, tapping on the store button, and then you can rename it with the renaming functionality here. This isn't a tutorial on that, but basically you can scroll through your letters, hold down on 2 and change those letters. And then when you're done, you tap on store and it says as, you can see that kind of semi-renamed program right there. So real quick to recap, to save a live mode program into the regular program memory, tap on store, then tap on live mode to exit live mode. Now you're in the program memory in that store screen. If I want to do the reverse, so let's say I'm not in live mode, I'm here on this vibraphone. I want to save this vibraphone into a live mode slot. Well, all I need to do is tap store, and then the reverse of what we did before. So tap on live mode. Now I'm storing that program into a live mode slot. So then I could tap live mode 6, store, and it would make a copy of that program, the vibraphone program, and make a copy and overwrite whatever's in live 6. Now I'm not gonna do that, so I'm gonna exit out of here. There's no naming on the live mode programs. You'll notice here in live mode, it's just live 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's okay because again, I look at these as kind of working boards for me to design sounds into. Then I can back those up into my program memory if I see fit. So hopefully that helps explain what live mode is, how to use it on the Nord Piano 6, and just a couple of little tricks to get sounds in and out of live mode if you want to back those up or load something in to start using as a starting point to build your sound. You can copy in a regular program into one of your live mode slots and you're off to the races. If you have any questions with what I went through in this video, feel free to throw those down in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, stay inspired, and keep making that music.